There's a very pervasive form of discrimination in British society. It's called ageism. It's the belief that if I know someone's age, and if that age qualifies as old, once I know the age, I know everything I need to know about that person. Somebody asked me earlier this week, why is it that we discriminate against older people and we hold these negative attitudes? And the answer is, nobody's capable of imagining their old self. If you live in a society that views older people like this, you can't help but lose, because we as human beings need elders in order to build healthy, functioning communities.
And the older people I talk to want to have a life. When they're left on their own, the bit they miss is that social interaction over mealtime. So what we're trying to do is create an environment where you can have your independence for as long as you like. It's not a bedroom with an ensuite. It's not a care home on any level. It's an apartment block for older students who like to have a drink with their meal, and they don't want it at 12 o'clock. They want to decide when they're going to have it together. And that's what Evermore's all about. It's about giving people that choice and freedom and security that they'll not be left on their own. And the reason it's called Evermore, this is the really cheesy bit, you can live here forevermore.
The Evermore Way is a programme that we've been developing over the last 3 years to answer and counter the ageism in our society. Older people are often grouped into an amorphous lump. So throughout marketing, everybody's segmented by decade. How often are we asked to fill in a form that says, are you 35 to 45? As we all approach 50 and beyond, suddenly we get a Saga magazine, and we're actually lumped together as a group of people with grey hair that now have no capability of making interesting choices.
Unfortunately, if you establish the idea that aging is decline, and you create systems and approaches and services and environments that are based on the idea of decline, all of those things reinforce that false narrative. And so what you wind up with is a self-fulfilling prophecy that does terrible damage. And the thing I love about what we're doing here at Evermore is that we're challenging those assumptions.
Actually, what we're saying is older people are the people with the time, the cash, and the ability to make the choices that we often can't do when we're in full-time work. If we overlook that, we lose out on a massive economic imperative. But more importantly, we lose out on all that wisdom and experience and the ability to co-design the products of the future. So we need to come up with ways of encouraging the whole of the workforce to approach people as individuals and see older people as really valuable consumers.
What we're doing is inventing the future. We don't have to take care of a whole bunch of existing services. We can start where everything should start, with the person. We can start with what people want, and then back out toward what kinds of offerings could be made available to them.
I believe this hasn't been done before because we've never had this number of older people who are healthy, well, and able to do what they've always aspired to do and couldn't do in their younger age.
I see Evermore, the concept, the approach, the idea, actually becoming the core of a global brand that's going to reframe, reimagine aging all around the world.
So we need to change behaviour across industry to recognise that people are individuals.
I'm actually really excited to be part of an entrepreneurial, innovative, disruptive company that's coming into a sector that desperately needs change and kick-starting a revolution.